Hello everyone. Here for the season finale of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, season 2, episode 12. This season finale to me seemed abrupt and rushed, and it was boring. It was mostly about Moniece and Rich, and a little bit about Miles and Milan. But anyway, let me get into it. Moniece and Rich are meeting up together, and they're discussing getting an engagement ring, and Rich is like, okay, well, I done went through all of this, meeting her mom, meeting her baby daddy, so it makes sense, I'm in love, blah, blah, blah. So, Rich goes to this fashion show, to scout someone for his 79 gold liquor, and he sees Nikki there. And sidebar, didn't y'all see Daniel Boobie Gibson in the audience? I was like, oh, look at Keisha Cole, baby's daddy. But anyway, yeah, he's scouting for 79 gold, and he runs into Nikki, and him and Nikki have a conversation about Moniece, and Nikki explains to him that she's been dating Fizz for a while, and Fizz told her at the video shoot that Moniece was in, that Moniece, confessed her love to Fizz. Now, Rich didn't even know that Moniece was the video girl, and he was upset when he found out that Moniece was, like, you know, walking around saying that she was still in love with Fizz. But when they went ring shopping, Moniece said in her confessional, it was like maybe that was like a spur of the moment thing she was going through. Like, she doesn't know why she even admitted it, because she regretted saying it right after. But my whole thing is, I feel like Moniece doesn't know what she wants. I feel like she wants to make something work with Rich that's not really working. Like, they're rushing into stuff too soon. Around this time, they were only dating for like 7 months. Like I said in my last video, at 7 months, you should not be ring shopping. You should still be getting to know each other, because there's still some things about each other that you don't know about. You don't know how each other are on your worst days. You don't know how each other will be when, like, you're financially struggling. Like, it's still things you have to, like, it's still levels to dating. So I say give it at least a year. Y'all only been together 7 months, and y'all just shopping for rings and whatnot. I mean, for some people it works, for some people it doesn't. And Rich and Moniece, they are an unlikely oddball pair to me. So, Rich and Moniece are in the studio, and she's laying down her track called Riches, coincidentally. And, you know, Rich is, like, heated about the conversation he had with Nikki, so he confronts her about it, and he's like, you're walking around here telling, you know, you're the father of your child that you're still in love with him, but you want me to buy you a ring, you want me to do this, that, and the third for you, have him buy the ring. So, automatically, Moniece gets upset with Nikki, and she's like, I really wish I wouldn't have said that, because I didn't mean it, it was just, I was having a moment. But she was like, I'm a blame. Like, she put the blame on Nikki. And my thing is, you can't blame Nikki. Nikki was in an awkward situation, I would say, because Rich was there. She knows of Rich through Fizz, through Moniece or whatever. So she knows that Moniece is dating Rich, and she's dating Fizz. So how would it have looked if Nikki would have seen Rich at this fashion show and not said nothing? It's like, it's a catch-22. If Nikki would have kept her mouth shut, people would have been like, oh, Nikki should have said something. If Nikki said something, people like, oh, she should have kept her mouth shut. I mean, it is messy, but it was messy for Moniece to feel like just because you and Fizz are being friends again, that y'all are still in love with each other, when that's not the case. Moniece shouldn't be mad at anybody but herself, because you're the one that told Fizz that. And I mean, I honestly feel like Moniece, her being with Rich, she really doesn't know what she wants. She thinks she wants to be with Rich. She thinks she wants to move in. She thinks she wants to do this, that, and the third. But I mean, I think the both of y'all are just spur of the moment. Like, it just feels like a fling to me. Like, this relationship doesn't even seem real to me, because everything is so rushed and it's like so forced to me. This is just my opinion. So, Fizz did the premiere of his video, Good Lotion. The song is terrible. Like, the auto-tune was killing me. And it's like, everybody want to use auto-tune now and call themselves an artist, but whatever. So, at the premiere of the video, Moniece comes in, and then she confronts Nikki, and Nikki is like, I'm not trying to throw salt in your relationship. I just felt like he should have known, and I ran into him at the fashion show, so I would have looked, you know, messy for not telling him or not letting him know, just giving him a heads up. So Moniece is flipping, like, she going off. security is trying to like escort her out, but she falling all on the floor, and then her and Nikki going back and forth, and I think she mushed Nikki, and then Nikki like come here and she jumping over the ledge and I'm like, Moniece, just stop. Be mad at yourself. And then like she's like, Nikki basically ruined her engagement. I'm like, he ain't even asked you though. Y'all were just talking about it. So I'm like, again, be mad at yourself. You cannot be mad at Nikki. You can't be mad at Fizz, because Fizz is the one that told Nikki. But you the one that told Fizz. So you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Because it sounds like you just went off of what you were thinking at that moment, and you weren't thinking clearly, So you should have dealt with those emotions before you brought it to Fizz's attention. Because you basically got burned in the end. You told Fizz told you he's not in love with you anymore. Fizz told Nikki told Rich. Now Rich is mad at you because he feels like you're playing him for a fiddle. Like he feels like he's played. He feels like you're just using him, So you ain't got nobody to be mad at but yourself. Now Miles and Milan, like I said to y'all, I'm already over them in this storyline. Like this storyline is so fabricated and so boring and so annoying to me now. But Milan met Miles' family, and this whole scene annoyed me because, his mother and his sisters were asking him about Milan and asking him, everything or whatever. So Milan comes in, and I don't know how it went from 0 to 100 because Miles' mother was like, oh yeah, I've seen pictures of you, you a stripper and all this other stuff. And I'm like, stripping and modeling is two different things, but okay. I'm like, models take provocative, inappropriate, but tasteful pictures all the time. Like, modeling consists of nudity, half nudity, full on nudity. Like, that's what modeling consists of. There's different types of modeling. So, as soon as Miles' mom called Milan a stripper, the sister went in like, we know him, and I'm like, simmer down. It's not that serious. Milan is not a stripper. Milan is a model, and he's an artist. And like just bring it down a notch. Like it really felt like the sister. Like it felt like Miles' family was just trying to milk that little 15 minutes of fame right there. Because I'm like, y'all doing the most right now, but whatever. But they eventually accepted Milan into the family or whatever. And what else? Oh, April and Omarion, April is still feeling like she wants to get her career jump started, and she feels like Omarion is living her dream. She wants to live hers. So they're discussing it on a tour bus, and she's like, well, when is it my time or whatever? So Omarion like abruptly stopped the bus, and they stopped in front of the studio where I guess he's going to help her lay down tracks and help her perfect her craft. And I'm like, you know what? Omarion is a good dude. Like, I really, really love him and April together because he believes in her. They believe in each other. And I think, I think it's beautiful that they have that strong of a bond where they believe in each other, they support each other. Because April was going hard when Omarion was performing. So I was like, I'm happy. Like, hopefully we'll hear something from April. Because April, even if April don't sing, April could be a model. April is a beautiful girl. I honestly think, hands down, she's like the prettiest one on the cast. Like, I'm not saying everybody else is ugly. I'm just saying April is like naturally beautiful to me. I think Moniece is beautiful. I think Tierra's beautiful. I think Nikki's beautiful. I think all the women on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood are beautiful. But I think April, it's just something about April. April is she's beautiful. And then she's like, she has a beautiful spirit. So I think that's what I like about her too. What else? Princess and Ray J back together. We already knew how that was going to end because we already know that they engaged. He bought her a house, and then in the end, he proposed to her in the house or whatever. So yeah. What else? Brandy and Max are still together or whatever, and she was performing a video and all this other stuff. Like I said, this was like really a rushed and boring season finale. Like, I'm not even gonna go into, because basically everything that I just said was the episode, and then they just basically showed what everybody was up to. Amber was performing, Moniece was performing with this big ass Billie Holiday flower on her face, on her head rather. Tierra Marie was taking pictures for her Blaze Her line, for her blazers. What else? Willie and Shonda, I guess, are working it out. Miles and Milan working it out, but we already know how that ends. Yeah, this was just like a boring season finale. It was boring and it was abrupt, like I said. And they just completely skipped over Nia and Soulja Boy. Like, like they weren't even a part of this season. But I mean, I can understand why. Like, you know, Nia, Soulja Boy, and Nas bought the ratchet this season. But like their storyline wasn't nothing different from the first season. So, you know, this was a corny season finale, but I mean, you guys tell me how you feel about it. The reunion looks like it's gonna be really good. I already heard about some things that happened at the reunion, so I'll be watching that and I'll be reviewing it. So, like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry this video is a little bit late. I was exhausted yesterday. I was gonna do the reviews, but by the time I was gonna do it, I fell asleep. I was so tired. So, yeah, and then I have to do Black Ink Crew Chicago. So that'll be coming next. I'll be making sure to record it soon. But like I said, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'll see you guys next video. Laters.